Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm using the Morphe 35O eye palette and I'm using the lightest shade with a Sigma E32 brush, and I'm applying this shade all over my eyelid as a base. Now the next shade is a more yellow shade, also from the Morphe 35O eye palette, and I'm using a big fluffy brush to blend this all over in my crease. This will be my transition shade. And I'm using the Morphe 35O palette for all the shades in my crease, so just so you know, this is a very pretty palette. Now I'm using a more orange shade because I wanted my crease to be very warm. I am blending this shade all over in my crease from inner corner to outer corner. Now I'm using a warm brown shade which is darker than the orange shade. In the picture which I just showed, it looks like a very light shade, but it isn't. It's a darker shade than the orange shade that I just applied. So I'm also going to apply this in my crease. Now I'm taking an even darker shade from the Morphe 35O palette and also blending this in my crease. I applied a lot of shades on top of each other to build it up. Now I'm going in with one of the darkest brown shades, and this shade is more on the cool side. I don't know why I went in with a cool shade, but sometimes I like to use a cool shade as the last shade that I used, just to kind of cool it down a little bit. Now I went in with a fluffy brush all over my crease just to make sure that there are no harsh lines. I am applying a little bit soft ochre at the beginning of my eyelid with a concealer brush from Crown Brush. It's not available anymore, but you can use any concealer brush that you have at home. And I'm only doing this at the beginning of my eyelid to kinda create a sort of soft cut crease. You can also skip this part and go straight in with eyeshadows on your lid, but I just wanted to try something new and I really liked it. And now I'm using my finger to kind of blend it in the other shades. Now I'm using Makeupbyan White Lies eyeshadow at the beginning of my eyelids. I'm going for a ombre today. Now I switched to a different Morphe brush palette, and this is the 35B eye palette, one of my favorite palettes, and I used the very bright yellow shade of it, and I'm applying this also on my eyelid using a MAC 242 brush. Now I'm using one of these shades that I also applied on my crease, I'm using all these shades that I applied on my crease also on my eyelid because I think it complements each other very well to go back in with the same shades. So now I'm going back in with an even darker shade, so I'm basically doing the same as I also did on my crease. I'm going in with darker shades to build it up, and this will create a ombre on my eyelid. Now I'm using the darker shade, which I also used at the last step in my crease, just to make sure that the shades in my crease also blend together with the shades on my eyelid. Now I'm using the Sigma Beauty Wicked Gel Eyeliner and the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeliner brush. I believe it's in the number 3. This is one of my favorite eyeliner brushes because it has a very small point, which makes it very easy to create a cat eye. So that's what I'm going for today. I'm going to create a wing. Now underneath my lower lash line I'm going to apply some black eyeshadow, and I'm using the Noir eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills. The Morphe 35B eye palette, which I used for the yellow shade, also contains a black eyeshadow. If you have that palette, just use that one. You don't necessarily need the Noir eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't know why I picked this one, but I always use this for my tutorials. So I'm blending this right underneath my lower lash line, also a little bit on top of that. Now I'm going back in with the orange shade, which I also applied in my crease, and I'm going to use this shade to blend out the black eyeshadow. I went back in with the black eyeshadow to connect my cat wing with the black eyeshadow underneath my lower lash line. I went back in with the Sigma Beauty Wicked Gel Eyeliner and the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeliner brush, and I'm making my inner corner pointy. I do this a lot in my tutorials. It's just because I really like the look of a pointy inner corner. I think it suits my eye shape very well. If you're recreating this look and you don't like the inner corner, then you just skip it and leave it like it is. Now I'm using my Snobby Lashes by Anytude. I will link them down in the description bar together with a discount code. And this is the finished look wearing the lashes. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. You can give your own twist to it if you recreate it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the description bar and don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!